Salutations to the sun are my idea of having fun. So I hope you'll understand if I'm not part of this evening's plans. Animals are my best friends. I'm done trying to pretend. For better or worse, that's how I am. I just wanna ride my horse, maybe knit a sweater, love my man a little better, drink some wine, count the stars, and never have to drive too far. You know I spent my share of time in bars chasing grown-up boys.
Good morning. I am back with, I think, episode number 10. I can't believe I've done this many episodes, and really grateful to all of you that keep coming back and watching. I love talking about my knitting and my crafting. I love it. And it's been really fun to make this. So my name is Kiersten. I am a knitter. I'm a crocheter. I'm learning embroidery. I'm learning ceramics. Learning lino cut right now. And I am filming from northern New Mexico, super rural northern New Mexico, near the mountains in the base of the Sangre de Cristo mountains. And today I'm going to do a very quick update because I'm leaving tomorrow to go to Berlin to visit my youngest daughter and their girlfriend. And so I wanted to get one so I could do like a little Berlin travel knitting kind of vlog. So first of all, what I'm wearing, right? You guys have seen this a lot already, I know. So I won't spend too much time on it, and I did make some B-roll to show you what it looks like, but I just have to also share that I made a ceramic mug to match my sweater. I am getting very into making mugs to match my sweaters. I actually started doing a whole series of mugs that match my sweaters, but they're in the kiln and being glazed right now, so they'll be coming up. Anyway, I did also some lino cuts to help me learn. But look at that! Is that like the cutest? Yeah, anyway, cheers. So this is a modified version of the South sweater by Sandnes Garn, and also I kind of modified it and put it together with the classic by East Base Tricot. And I have all the information in my last podcast, like way too much on this sweater, but I did finish it and I love it, even though it's so hot right now that I'm going to take it off. It's such a warm sweater, which I love, and it's oversized and super cozy. And here is the yarn that I used, Pergin Sandnes Garn, and I held both of them double with a mohair, and I'm going back to that very same wool store in Berlin called Wollen, and I'm going to get some more colors. I'm thinking, well, I won't say yet because I'm not sure, but I'm excited to go. So we'll start with finished objects, and so I'll show you a little bit of the B-roll here of how this ended up, and I like it very much. This is another finished object, and I don't think I showed it to you guys yet. I was probably working on it still. But is this the cutest thing you've ever seen in your whole life? No, it hasn't. It's not, but it is very cute, you have to admit. So it is, I forgot which sweater pattern I used, but I will put it up in the notes. I'll put it up here, and I'll put it down below. And then I just used up a bunch of my really nice yarn that I didn't have a lot of. And you can see there's like little gray on the bottom, little orange. I love the colors I chose. And this is for, I won't say the little kiddo's name, but my daughter's godchild. And hopefully I'll get a picture of him wearing it and see how his mom feels about me showing it. If I'll have it in my next podcast. It won't be in this one, but he lives in Berlin, and so I'm taking it with me tomorrow. Very excited. I have to take this off. I'm gonna die of heat. Okay, I had to take that sweater off. It was so hot. So, yeah, I'm heading to knitting group right now, and so I figured I would try to do this quickly because I really wanted to have this section done and over. So now I'm going to show you my whips. I have a bunch of them, but I actually know what I'm bringing to travel this time, and that's really helpful because sometimes it takes me a while. I always like to have one very colorful thing. And so this is that. So with this, what I'm doing is I'm going to make a little poncho. You can, one can make up the pattern themselves, or there's probably a million on Ravelry. I'm just making a poncho for a little girl, it's actually for a little girl. And it's just a long rectangle that I'm knitting that I will then sew together the ends. And I'll show you once I get there how I do it. But it's not complicated. Most of you probably already know how to do that. But what I'm doing is I'm doing it with these amazing colors, similar to some of my moss stitch blankets. I am loving these colors so much. So here you can see them more. And what I did for travel, so I don't have to bring 20,000 million, here comes my dog, did knock into it, no. So I don't have to bring a million different colors of yarn. I made this last night. So it has all the colors in there. So I already picked out the color order that I wanted to use. And then I just have to travel with one ball. I'm not sure if it'll finish the poncho, but it will definitely get me further. And I love every single color that I chose in here. There's something about pinks and greens and yellows that I love. And I'm thinking of a pink and yellow sweater coming up, which would look really nice as a mug as well. Whatever. Thank you for bearing with me. But yes, I really am loving these colors. So hopefully I'll be posting some of these colors and the progress of this on Instagram while I am in Berlin. Okay, and then let's see. Here are some more whips. So this is actually really cute. I was in my clay class at University of New Mexico, and this young woman, I think she's a tattoo artist, was in my class, and all of a sudden she said, "Oh my gosh, I like your sweater." And I was wearing, I think I had my cardigan on that is lots of colors. That's made out of Shetland. Anyway, I had to say, of course, "Oh, thank you. I made it," which is always really, really fun to say. And so I said it, and she was like, "No way, I'm learning to knit right now." And so we started talking, and she said that she was working on the Step-by-Step sweater by Florence Miller, and it was her first thing that she's ever knit. She had never knit a hat or a scarf or anything. She just jumped right into a sweater, which I really admire, and I really get it because it makes it so much more fun to do. And now she's doing some intense, crazy intarsia color work, front and back side. She has to purl and knit color work, and it's also intarsia. It looks so difficult. I don't think I would actually attempt it, but she is, and she's so brave, and she did it. But she did her sweater, and it looks so cute. And I remembered that I had started this Step-by-Step Florence Miller sweater way back when, and I've shown it in some podcast earlier, but this is it, and it made me find it and get it out so that I could start it again. So I won't be doing this in the next couple of weeks when I'm in Berlin, but I did find it, and I haven't yet split for sleeves, but it's going to be, I think, a really nice kind of everyday sweater. And I really like it. I don't even know how far down I am or where I am in the pattern, so it'll take a little time to figure that out. But this is that alpaca that is local. It's a local alpaca farm here in northern New Mexico, and a young woman in my knitting group bought a whole bunch, and I got some from her. And it's so soft. It's like kind of moist, almost like butter. I don't know. It's so nice. Kind of the opposite of like Knitting for Olive's heavy merino, which I started a project. It's back there, that brown. I started a hat, that Sav hat, because I want to learn cables this year. I really want to learn cables, and I keep saying, okay, I'm going to do the Sav hat, and then I sit down to start it, and it just has a chart. It doesn't have it written out, and I've never done cables before, so I feel like I need more instruction, and maybe I need a video. But I wanted to make the Sav hat for first my husband, and then stopped because I realized it was too hard. And then for some reason I thought, oh, I can do this, and I wanted to make it for my daughter's girlfriend, and I can't. But I also noticed that the Knitting for Olive heavy merino, the yarn isn't very soft. So I gave up, and this is what I wanted to ask you guys. If you know of any like really great beginner cable knit pattern, but not like a scarf. I don't know, like somebody even said that I could maybe even begin with the Dagmar cardigan, which seems kind of crazy because it seems like so much cable, but I would really love to learn it. And so if you know of a pattern that you feel would be really great for learning and also fun to do, please let me know. Really want to know. So anyway, yeah, when I get back, I am going to figure out where I am and work on this. Or maybe I could even turn it into no, never mind. I was thinking of vest. I keep seeing all these like slipovers and vests, and they're so cute, but this is way past that. So I'm going to work on this when I get back, or sometime before. I'm going to have this done before fall. So that's that. I think I mentioned, and you know that I mentioned I wanted to learn and really focus on socks this year. So I am. This is the yarn that I showed in the last video, so I won't spend too much time. And I now have 2 of them going, and they're coming from the same bowl. Not the same bowl, but the same ball, which was in the same bowl. But so this is the yarn. It's at Perth, New Zealand. And then I have both socks going at the same time. And I just finished the heel flap on this one. It's the slip stitch heel flap. And I'm going to do the turn and then the gusset, and then the pick up the stitches. I don't know, but I decided to do it this way because I feel every single time I do a heel, I feel really insecure about it, and I forget every single step. So I feel like I just did this heel flap, not quite done with it, and then I'm going to do this heel flap, and then I'll do the heel turn, and then I'll do the heel turn, and I feel like it will stick in my mind much more if I am doing it back to back. And then if I love it, I'm just going to continue making the sock, or I'm going to find another sock that might be really fun to do. So that's where I am with the socks. So I'm not super far off. I really want to have a stack of socks by Christmas, and I'm not quite close to that. But it's coming along, which I'm really glad about. Okay, my last work in progress is the one that I will be doing while I am like traveling, like by car and by air. Like I always need to have something that's super easy, and I finally have memorized the pattern and it's not too hard. I do have to keep track of the rows, but I think in a podcast or two ago, I showed you the collaboration gift box that I received from We Are Knitters. And I remember I opened it up. I'm not sure where I have that, but this is the yarn. It's wool, it's 100% wool. I love this color, it's ochre. And I am making the Easy Eyelet sweater scarf, which when I showed my knitting group, one woman was like, blah, I would never wear that. But I'm going to forgive her because I like her honesty. Anyway, I love it. I think it's very cute. This is what it is. And I will put a picture up here also of one that is already made. Oops. But let's see. This is called the Easy Eyelet sweater scarf, and it is very easy to make. And so basically, I imagine, I haven't read the end of the pattern because I never do, but they have this great like video that shows you exactly step by step how to do it. So I imagine this is going to be sewn together or crocheted together or somehow brought together, so it's like a sleeve. And then you have like this open kind of scarf. And so you get to wear it and wrap it around yourself, and it kind of stays on and it's super cozy. And I picture using it a lot in the mornings. Here it's still kind of chilly in the mornings, even in the summer sometimes. And it'll be nice just to have like not a full on sweater, and not a scarf that's going to go falling all over the place. But it'll be warm, and I love the color, and I'm really enjoying how it has come out. And I think it's the first time that I've stuck to doing any kind of lace pattern. I know that this is not much of a lace pattern, and it's very easy to do, but it's helping me learn how to do yarn overs, which obviously aren't very hard, but I just get intimidated by a new concept until I try it. Like, do I put the yarn over from front to back or from back to front? I guess there's probably different ones, but this is nice just to learn the yarn over front to back. And also it's similar to how I made some buttonholes. Oh, I wanted to tell you this, but I don't have the sweater on me right now. But the Fi cardigan that I made, I am so proud of myself because you know what I did? I took out the entire button band, not the side where the buttons are, but the buttonhole band. I took it completely out, and a friend of mine at Knitting helped me and encouraged me to do it, and just was so like encouraging that I could take it out and fix it. It just looked a little wonky on the top, and it was making me not want to wear it, even though I'm sure nobody could really tell but myself. And so, yeah, I took it all out and I redid it, and it wasn't even that hard, which is kind of shocking. And then, yeah, it gave me encouragement to like kind of go back and fix some things. I have a few things that need to get fixed because I really want to love every single sweater I have, because I really want to wear them. And I'm going to start making more sweaters for my daughters, because I love making sweaters. I enjoy seeing them wear the sweaters just as much as I enjoy having a new sweater. That's like, I don't know what that is. That's like maybe a mom thing. And I can't have too many sweaters, I guess. Anyway, I was just pulling them all out. Maybe I'll put a little reel right here. I was just pulling out a bunch of the sweaters, not all of them, but a bunch of them, and just looking at them. And just, I love the choices I've made. And now, speaking of choices, I need to figure out which sweater to bring to Berlin. My daughter just texted and said that I need a winter jacket for night, but it's pretty warm in the day, kind of sweater weather. What sweater am I going to bring? Like, I want to bring my new one, but it's also very, very, very warm and also not like super packable. I could bring my cardigan that I finished, that I was working on while I was in Berlin last time. I could bring that one, or I could bring the one that I always wear, which is it's the Victory cardigan. I have two versions. I have this version, the green, remember, with the embroidery on it. I have this one. Oh, let me show you. I'm practicing, I did a lino cut of this pattern, which is by Judith Gumlich, Kuni Berta on Instagram. I'll show you. I copied her pattern, bought her book and used it. And then I made a lino cut to practice carving it so that I can make a mug that matches. But here, look. This is what I did yesterday. See, there's another matching thing. But anyway, I always wear this one. It's like a very easy one to wear. So I could bring that one, or the one I brought last time, which was the Shetland DK, beautiful, saturated, like multicolored cardigan that I love. I can put a picture in here of it, but I'm not sure. So I have to figure that out. I'm leaving tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. We will drive from here to Denver because we don't have an international airport close by. Our like bigger airport that, you know, you can fly everywhere from is like 3 hours away. And Denver is 5 hours away, but it has a really nice direct flight. So I'm going to do that. And that's all I have today. I just wanted to get a very quick catch-up podcast in here before I left so that I could kind of focus on doing like a fun knitting blog. I want to go to a couple yarn stores in Berlin. If you know of any or have any favorites, definitely let me know in the comments. I've been to Wohlen and I've been to Yarn Over Berlin, and I went to another one that I just happened to cross where I actually coincidentally got this little scarf from, which I love and would love to go back to get another color because I do wear it all the time, and I'm sure that my clients are getting tired of seeing it. But I just want to really thank you for watching this far, and I can't even tell you how much I appreciate your likes and your subscription clicks and comments. Oh, one last thing. Well, I'll do it on my next podcast. That Swifter that I had to give away in, I think, 2 or 3 podcasts ago, the person who won it, I couldn't figure out how to contact them, and they never contacted me. So if that person is out there, please contact me. And I'll put it down below who won. And if I don't hear it again, I think I'm going to just put it up on the next podcast and see if I can get it to one of you, because it's a really great Swifter. Is it a Swifter, or it's the actual, it's not the big umbrella thing, but it's the turning part of it, yarn winder, wooden. So I'd love to gift that to somebody. All right. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm late for knitting group. All right. Bye.
If we were in a movie side of town. You'd smoke your cigarettes, thinking how much you regret the words we leave unspoken, the ones we always dance around. If we were in a movie, I would sit on my front steps and see your face reflected in the moon. I'd reminisce about that kiss and wonder, what's all this leading to?